Hello and welcome to Think About It, where we have two primary goals. One, to get you to think about it, and two, to simply make more sense than Andy Rooney. I am about to make a major announcement. I've had an awakening, an epiphany. The light bulb went off in my balding head, and yes, for those of you who enjoy pointing that out, I did already know. Here's the announcement. I think I'm going to vote Democrat. Been doing a lot of homework. Been thinking through a number of different factors that will lead into that decision, and I've come up with a list of reasons why I think we all should vote Democrat. For instance, I'm going to vote Democrat because I believe the government will do a much better job of spending my money than I ever could. I'm going to vote Democrat because I believe that freedom of speech is fine as long as nobody is offended by it except for conservatives and Christians. That's okay. I think I'm going to vote Democrat because I've finally been convinced that when we pull out of Iraq, the bad guys are going to stop doing all those bad things and start really liking us. That's so encouraging. I'm going to vote Democrat because I believe that people who still can't tell us for sure if it's going to rain on Friday do know for sure that in a couple dozen years the polar ice caps are going to melt unless I suddenly start driving a Prius. I love a party with that kind of vision. I'm going to vote Democrat because I'm not really concerned about the slaughter of millions of innocent babies as long as we keep all death row inmates alive and treat Gitmo inmates as VIPs. That's very, very important. I've decided to vote Democrat because I believe that business should not be allowed to make profits. Instead, they need to break even and then give the rest of that money to the government where they can wisely make use of it. And I think it's time really to start voting Democrat because some of us want to marry whoever and whatever we want, and I've really seen that that's going to play out very well for our country. And finally, I'm going to vote Democrat because I believe that the obscene oil company profits of 4% on each gallon of gas are crazy, but the government taxing that same gallon of gas at 19% makes perfect sense. Ladies and gentlemen, today's Democratic Party flies in the face of logic on almost every single point. So if you've been busy sipping the Obama Kool-Aid, might I invite you to do a little homework before you vote in November and think about it?